Hey fellas, welcome to 6:30 Games. The time now is 11:29 p.m. Yeah, it's really late. I had a lot of stuff to do this afternoon and evening. Had to come back home quite late. But now that we're here, we can film the episode, and it's technically not the next day yet. Just to show you that I'm not dodging a loss, these are the two practice games. The 2017 one I didn't do very well in, you can watch in the extra section. The 2011 one I did a little better. Okay, so the map changed to Icebound Snow, so we'll be playing on this map now. And just for your information, I'm going to be playing on European server. At this time of day, there should be some guys online, so we should be seeing real players. And that's enough yapping from me. I'll come back to when the game begins. See you in a bit. Okay, so the match time was about 1 minute 20 seconds. There should be real players. Let's see who we're up against. It is going to be 4v4. We're in an underdog match. That's perfectly okay. Alright, so before we get into the commentary, let's just do some talking, I guess. Oftentimes you hear me say, whoa, this plane is OP or something, right? And there's a rationale to which planes I label as OP, which are generally actually kind of OP. What's the rationalization? It's because they break the rules of the game. What are the rules of the game? It's quite simple. The rules of the game, if you think a little about it, is that you want to kill the enemies more often than you die yourself. And I mean, yeah, no shit, right? It's better to kill than to die. And in this plane game, what is the most consistent way to do that? It is to shoot someone from the side or the back. I hope that makes a lot of sense. It's better to shoot someone from the side or the back rather than shooting someone from the front. Now, different planes have different strengths. For example, the F5. Take the F5 for instance. It's good at shooting people from the side. It's very agile. It can stick to people on the side. So that's pretty good. But its missiles take a while to lock if the ability is not on, and its cannons don't do too much damage. So shooting people from the front is generally more difficult. So it wins from the side, but loses or ties from the front. But now look at let's for example an attack plane. An attack plane excels at shooting people from the front, but most of them have low mobility, very poor roll rates, meaning shooting people from the side can prove to be very challenging. Now you can look at the Gripen. The Gripen is extremely good at shooting people from the side because of its high mobility, but once again you can see, due to its extremely low health, it is very poor at shooting people from the front. So as you can see, you can classify planes to being good at shooting people from the sides or shooting people from the front. And that's discounting things like, interceptors. So yeah, you see, if you shoot people from the back, you probably won't die. And wow, this game was extremely quick. Okay, I didn't expect the game to go so quick. Anyways, so the reason why meta planes exist, if you want to hear me yap, you can continue listening, or you can just skip over to the extra section. Now the reason why meta planes exist is because they break the rules of the game. Most planes, I'll open up the hangar right now, as I've spoken just now, follow one of two things. Say, the Gripen. It's good at sticking people from the side due to its high mobility, so it can stick to people and then shoot them with guns until they die. But if you hit them from the front, then they'll probably die instantly. But take, for example, the Su-34. The Su-34 will probably kill everything from the front. But if you're trying to shoot from the side, its rockets are a bit more unreliable, and its mobility is 32 degrees per second with not so good roll rate. So shooting people from the side is a bit challenging. Now I want you to take a look at planes that break the rules. The Mirage 2K, for instance. It is a medium fighter with a cannon DPS of about 520 at level 8. It can kill everything from the front. However, it's also an extremely agile plane with a turn rate of 39 degrees per second. Now, yes, it bleeds speed extremely quickly, but good players don't have the opportunity to bleed all of that speed. They know how to position themselves, unlike me. They know how to position themselves and just insta-fry people from the side too. So it can kill people from both the front and the back. This gives them a lot of options. Let's take a look at another example of an extremely powerful plane. The ADV. Now you might be thinking, what's up with the ADV? And the thing is, advanced hunter missiles do more damage than regular blue missiles. You can look at this. The F-106 blue missiles do 170, okay? The F-15 blue missiles do 170. But the ADV's ones do 180. So at a frontal trade with high piercing cannons and a 180 damage missile, it can actually reliably kill many things from the front, especially with how bulky it is at 340 hit points, which is somehow, by the way, higher than some heavy fighters like the Su-35, which has a hit points of 320. So it's insanely bulky for a heavy fighter with good maneuverability, so it can stick to people from the side. And when you shoot people from the front, you have high damaging missiles and high piercing cannons to kill them from the front. So it's extremely good at killing people from the front and the side. Let's look at another plane, for example, and the final plane will elucidate the point. The MiG-19. You will insta-fry people from the front. You've seen the gameplay. You've seen my gameplay at least. You can insta-fry people from the front, and you can insta-fry people from the side. These are the reason why these three planes are quite commonly picked in every single plane or in every single match in high elo. Because if you pick something like the F-18 Hornet, which has decent turn rate and can stick to people from the side, but you cannot kill people from the front. So then what an ADV would do is just force head-ons all the time, and because it has more health than you, just kill you, and then you don't kill it. And now you will hear people argue, oh, you should just shoot people from the back. And might I remind you that it's, no shit, every single plane will die when it's shot from the back. But it's the option they have that they can shoot you from the front, and you cannot shoot them from the front anymore. That gives them the options to position themselves in more ways than you can, and your options become extremely limited. And these are the reasons why the meta exists. Now you can also... Now I'm not going to yap for too long now because the video is getting too long, but you can also think about some other planes that fit this description. For example, the M3. Even though it doesn't have a lot of health, look, the manual missile, 190 damage, and the cannon DPS is 483. So it's extremely good at killing people from the front and extremely good at killing people from the side. I'll leave it to you to figure out the rest. And if you can think that, oh yes, this kills people from the front and the side extremely easily, then yeah, it's most likely in the meta. Alright, that's enough yapping from me. I'll cut over to the extra section. I feel a bit disappointed for the first game of the extra section, but yeah, I mean, I'm only being sincere. And yep, cut. And welcome to the extra section. In this video, we'll be playing the Mirage 2K just to show that I'm not dodging a loss. You can look at my match history. The last game was on the Flogger one day 12 hours ago. Why such a long period of time? Well, it's because I'm recording real late at 11:19 p.m. And as usual, I'll come back to when the game begins. See you in a bit. Time was about 1 minute 10 seconds, I think. I didn't really look. I was just guessing, so there should be real players. Let's see who we're up against. Enemy team has... it's 3v3. The enemy team has 2 Gripens and 1... What was it? I think it was an F1. Yep, okay. So highly mobile enemy team composition. That's going to be a big problem in my plane, because if I miss one time, I will lose all of my speed and they will run one circle around me and kill me. So I'm going to have to position myself well. Okay, the F1 is either going to chase me or make a circle. I'm going to watch his positioning. He's making a circle. And I can trade for it. Not a bad result. Though at the merge I should have been able to kill the F5. That was my bad. Open the map. The F5 is coming back, but I'm not exactly sure where the rest of the team are over there. Group one over here. That was a poor play by me. I should have fired the missile off. That was really poor, I'll admit it. Okay. We are getting baited over to their side of the map, which is extremely terrible, because now they can set the time and place of the fights. We need to slow down. Yep, you're right, A4. We should be playing slowly. But the ADV has gone to die. You can see the enemy team, there's a disguised Gripen and okay, nothing to do left. Everyone on my side of the team, or every one of my teammates, have died on their side of the map, so I'll slow down just a little bit. They're going to be coming over. Okay, I executed that really poorly. Not doing too good this game. Okay. These are just the practice games. I'm just going to get back to form on this aircraft. Even though it's in platinum, it's been a good while since I've played it. I should be able to kill the F5 here. 2 for 1 is not bad. But that is not good. We are 16 and 16. And my A5 is going to kill himself, which is completely terrible. The Gripen has very low health, so that was enough to one-shot him. The Gripen does not have good enough guns to be able to trade that. That's how I knew. And there's the win. Overall, that was kind of a poor game by me. I was making too many positional blunders. Even though the M2K is a really strong plane, it is one that requires a bit of familiarity. And I'll cut back to the next game. See you in a bit. Okay, so the match time was about 30 seconds. So this should be real players once more. Let's see who we're up against. It will be a 5v5. Okay. 5v5. I didn't see their team composition too closely. Yeah, more F1s. Okay. Wait, their entire team is under-leveled. That's strange. Okay. That just means my plane will be a bit better then, since its high damage cannons will be able to completely tear them apart. Going to stay close to the wall here, get ready to snipe someone. Get ready to snipe the F4, that is. But because he turned to dodge me, he dodged straight into my teammate. 4-1, I don't know where the last guy is. He is behind us? What's going on? Yep, okay. Open the map. They're still respawning, so they're on their side of the map. But I don't really want to play this. Force the F1 to use a flare here. The A4 shouldn't be going there. It's kind of stupid. You can tell since the icon in the map is dark that they're coming from above rather than from below. In the minimap, when you see the icon is dark, it means your teammates see them, but you don't see them. In this case, I was in the volcano, so there should be no one in the volcano and everyone's outside, so I can just deduce that they are above. I used up all of my extra fuel, which is not too good. But I'm in a good position right now. F1 should be dead. Yep, okay. This game is going a lot smoother. But then again, the enemy team is under-leveled. And their team composition is not the best. I kind of overextended there for a bit of fun since the game is over. It's 16-9. It doesn't really matter what I do, we physically cannot do this anymore. MiG-29 closing in on my teammate, so I'll get a shot on him. F1, shoot a missile and dodge. Pretty clean execution. This game is going a lot better than the previous one. I'm getting used to the feel of the plane again. Use the chaff because I know he has a manual locked on. And that's, yeah, we won the game. Not much commentary to give out, it's just kind of uneventful. And thank you for watching to the end of the video. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully earlier than 11:29. Oh, the event's going to change.